Very, very varied. As a science team manager, it can involve anything on a day-to-day basis, from working with staff and helping them progress their careers, to working with stakeholders and customers, to running computer models and coding. So in the last week or so, for example, last couple of weeks, I've been to meetings in London, Leeds and Edinburgh, worked on contributing towards the climate change risk assessment for the UK, and we've also had lots of staff 6-month performance reviews. I work on the impacts or effects of climate change on things like food, crops and water. I think these are really important issues for society moving forwards in the next few decades or so. Climate change can affect the growth of things like crops through changes in temperature and water. And in the UK, it's not just production of crops within the country at home that's important, but also climate change and how it could affect crops overseas, because we import about 50% of our food from overseas. So I'm a dad to 2 children, who are 6 and 10, and my wife is also a managing director of a sort of a medium-sized family business. So in honesty, it is quite a balancing and juggling act, but we manage just about, I think. And it involves a lot of balancing things like school pickups, and I work 4 days a week and use the day off on Friday to do a lot of domestic chores so that we have more of the weekends together. Yes, definitely. We had quite a lot of work done on our house about 10 years ago, including being quite early adopters of a wood pellet boiler. And we had solar hot water panels put on the roof, so we've got solar hot water. In the last few years or so, we also had a big solar array put up for electricity on the garage. In terms of things like food and being linked to food security work, we're also very careful with the amount of food waste we produce. And we've renovated a greenhouse in the last few weeks and are hoping to sort of get together some little allotments and things to help produce more food at home.